Hello folks, I am the Atheist Android, and welcome to another edition of Automated Response, your personal handy database of atheist responses to believers' questions and arguments. Now this time, we're going to be addressing what might just be the single most common objection to atheism that I have seen. It's an endlessly frustrating one too, because in my opinion, it's just willful ignorance. But it's still such a common catchphrase that you believers do love to parrot. Something can't come from nothing. Honestly, the amount of times a believer will try to tell me what I believe.
Even atheists today are admitting that the universe, space-time and matter, had a beginning out of nothing. What? Stephen Hawking, and he was an atheist, he said that almost everyone now believes that the universe and time itself had a beginning at the Big Bang.
No.
That literally there was a creation event.
No.
You're just misunderstanding what science tells us about the universe. You're then assuming that your God is the only possible explanation, and in doing so, you're the one claiming everything came from nothing. But let's slow down and take this one thing at a time, eh? Don't want to overload our circuits. Let me guess. This is what you think all atheists believe, right? There was nothing. No matter, no space, no time. Absolutely nothing existed. And then fucking boom! Big Bang happens. Universe is born. All that nothing that was there is now exploding. Epic fucking music is blasting. No, I'm not going to make this a science lesson, mostly because I'm not a scientist. I'm a bloke on YouTube using Cry 10 from Red Dwarf in a suit as his avatar. But let's just quickly correct this common misconception. At the earliest point we can investigate, which we call the Planck epoch, the universe was, to begrudgingly use the theme tune to the worst sitcom fucking ever.
In a hot, dense state.
And from this hot, dense, steamy, sexy state.
Expansion started.
Yes, thank you. That sudden, rapid expansion is what we call the Big Bang. Not the best name, I know. Look at the misunderstandings it causes. So to make that perfectly clear, no, the Big Bang is not proposed to be the very beginning of existence or of space and time or matter. The Big Bang was the moment this Planck epoch, so not nothing, began expanding into the universe as we know it. Anything before the Planck epoch is a total mystery. We don't know what was before it. We don't know how the universe got to that state. We don't know what caused it to begin expanding into our universe. Fact is, there's just far more we don't know about the universe than we do know. But saying we don't know is not the same as it came from nothing. See? Very different sentences. They mean very different things. Well, here's the bit you really won't like.
Okay, we're going to start by stating for the record that you're not going to like this.
Not knowing does not give us reason to assume it was a magical, omnipotent, highly intelligent God being, and certainly not the one from the earthly, ancient Middle Eastern religion you happen to be a part of. That would be what we call the God of Gaps fallacy. See, that's the real reason you love the something can't come from nothing line, isn't it? So you can follow it up with, so it can only have come from God.
No, that's not how it works.
You have not taken the greatest gap there is in human knowledge and shown how God is the best explanation. Not even close. You've just misunderstood the gap and then inserted your pre-existing beliefs into it. Because, well, you have to. An inconceivably vast universe that we are merely the tiniest microscopic speck of.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
None of that was in your holy book. The Bible or Torah or Quran do not mention the Big Bang or other planets or galaxies. They don't even know what stars really are, let alone that we're a tiny speck of an unimaginably huge cosmos. But God has to have done it, right? Otherwise, your worldview falls apart. So all you can do is place God outside of the boundaries of human knowledge where we can't ever look. You have to redefine him for science. and make him so incredibly vague and unknowable that he'll fit into any question we don't know the answer to. And the biggest of those, of course, is the origin of existence. It's just the old, "oh no, I do have a girlfriend, she just goes to a different school" excuse, but on a cosmic level. We'll come across the God of Gaps fallacy a lot on this channel. It's a very common one that's contained in a lot of theist arguments, and honestly, having to rely on gaps in human knowledge as supposed evidence for your God, it's a pretty desperate tactic. It's something you wouldn't have to retreat to if you had any evidence or sound reasoning at all. Let me ask you, if something can't come from nothing, then where did God come from? He's something, right? He's a living being with intelligence and sentience. So, where did he come from? Was he created? If everything that exists needs a creator, then who created God? If you're like most believers, you'll answer, well, God didn't come from anything. He has just always existed.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
You, the one who defaults to something can't come from nothing at any given opportunity, are also telling me that not only is there such a thing as a God, the most complex, most incomprehensible, most intelligent, and most powerful something that could ever exist, but it has just always existed. But oh, the universe having always existed in some form or not being created is just impossible.
Do you hear yourself when you talk?
It just seems very strange to me how coming from nothing and just always existing are these ridiculous concepts to you, right until you think they can explain an omniscient and omnipotent higher perfect being of unlimited power and intelligence, who looks out for you, and who in fact loves you. But hey, I'm sure there's absolutely no self-serving or wishful thinking going on there, right? Existence cannot possibly be infinite, but your afterlife certainly is.
Right.
Nope. I don't believe the universe came from nothing. Nobody knows the origins of existence. The Big Bang was merely the beginning of the universe as we know it. And we do not assume nothing existed before it. You're just misunderstanding that or misrepresenting it. Because in the origins of existence, you see a gap that you can, and in fact that you must, insert your God into. And finally, the most damning fact in all of this is that you must make your God immune to the very logic you use to defend him. Something can't come from nothing does not apply to him. He just always existed. Where I see the mystery of existence as exciting, thought-provoking, even beautiful, you believers seem to see it as not a mystery at all. To you it came from God, and the only alternative is nothing. And that is a profoundly limited, very human way of looking at the universe. Maybe our universe is just one of many. Maybe it has always existed in some form. Hey, maybe it was created. What is wrong with "we don't know"? With admitting that we have such an incredibly limited ability to understand the universe. If you have proof that the universe is a creation and that it was your God, I'm all ears. But until then, I'll see you next time on Atheist Android's Automated Response. Thanks for watching.